if I have to say welcome back in one more of these videos, I swear I'll go insane. How do I say welcome back without actually saying welcome back? I swear, I hate that phrase at this point. The struggles of doing YouTube for so long. Anyway, we are now returning to Minecraft to carry on building our TARDIS. It's been a little while since I recorded the last episode, and I've done, let's just say, quite a bit of off-camera building work. This episode is very much going to be more of a tour of what I've done than building stuff, I think. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I've been a little bit busy. So as you can see, there is a lot more that's been added here. A lot of it sort of overlaps, so you probably can't see very well. But we'll have a little look inside and let's see what I've built. But yeah, anyway, so we got the police box as we have had for a while now. Still got bats chirping around, which is very annoying. I've made a few changes to the console room as well. I've made the time rotor purple for the time being. We've added a scanner screen with, I don't know, some kind of star thing on there. I don't know what that's meant to be. The console still functions as it did before. We've still got the door that locks on the inside. And we've still got the lights that turn off in the console room. So that's all still functioning, thankfully. I haven't somehow managed to screw that up yet. And I've also plugged up the holes around the console that were showing all the redstone underneath, because I thought it was about time we cleared that up as well. Put some iron bars underneath here on the bottom, just to add a little bit more of an aesthetic feature, I guess, to it. I don't really know, I just kind of came to mind and I thought I'd add it on. And of course these iron bars coming out of the walls into the time rotor, which I thought just kind of looked nice, you know? So yeah, the console room's got a bit more detail added to it now, which I thought was quite good. This corridor now connects up to something as well. Yeah, what I've done is I've kind of connected up like a network of corridors and rooms going off of what I built previously. Going from between these two doors, there's a lot of connecting stuff in the corridors beyond these doors here. So we'll start by going this way. Bloody bats. So obviously we've got architectural reconfiguration room, which we did a couple episodes back, and we've got storage room 1, which we also did a couple episodes back. We've already seen that. Oh, I added some extra lights on the ground floor of this bedroom square, I'm calling it. You know, like a town square, but it's a bedroom square because it's a... That made sense in my head anyway. And as you can see, I put lights around the ground floor so it's not completely dark in here now. Shouldn't have quite so big of a problem with Vashta Narada, hopefully, if they ever decided to invade the TARDIS. And now onto the really brand new stuff I built. So as you can see, this doesn't just open up onto the empty void of a Minecraft flatland world anymore. This now goes on to a network of corridors. So this gets a little bit complex, right? I've made a lot of the corridors like go up, down, left, right, connecting at different points. So it's a bit of a maze, really, just like the actual TARDIS, actually, come to think of it. So I'm going to try and give you a little tour for this episode of what I've done. And I think we'll start by going along this way. So if you come down the corridor immediately to your left, you'll come to the wardrobe. I decided to build a wardrobe here, so we just got like, you know, random armor stands with a bunch of different armor on from the game to represent the wardrobe. And there's a ground floor to here as well, or a lower floor rather. Now the funny thing about the wardrobe is it's actually not symmetrical. You can see there's a block there, but there isn't a block there in the corner. I thought this was quite a good idea. Originally I didn't mean to make it asymmetrical, that just sort of happened, and I was like, oh god, I've just built the entire wardrobe and it's taken me like 20 minutes to build this. I screwed it up, I'm gonna have to delete it and start again. But I thought, you know what, the TARDIS is an organic creature, at least partly, so I thought it kind of made sense for some parts of it to be asymmetrical, you know, because like I thought that added to the slight organic feeling to the ship. So I just sort of rolled with it, you know. If you go down these steps, you can quite clearly see that they're different. The structure is different on both sides. This just goes all the way down. I've got some floor lights underneath some, I believe, yeah, brown stained glass. Yeah, this whole room is basically just filled with armor stands going all the way around with different types of armor on. We got iron, we got different coloured dyed leather armor, we got chainmail, we got some gold and diamond lying around somewhere, etc, etc. It's just a room full of clothes because that's what a wardrobe is. Oh, I also added this little series of lanterns on this side as well because, well, I don't really know, to be honest. Oh yeah, I think because this was a bit asymmetrical at the top here, I ended up with this bit of fence that just went down, so I thought, you know, well, we can make something a little quirky out of that. And so what we ended up with was this bit of fence coming down from the top floor, running along the ceiling of the bottom area, and I just thought I'd stick some lanterns on that side in particular. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of nice, you know? Oh, and of course, all of these rooms are rigged up with their own lighting that is all controlled from the big room on top of the console room that I showed off last episode, that's controlling the lighting for pretty much the whole ship. So that's the wardrobe, and if we carry on down this corridor, we'll come to a bit of a crossroads. Got some lighting covered up by some blue glass there, and just some random blue like pipes here. I don't know what these are for. This corridor was just a bit of a funny shape to begin with, so I thought I'd just add those in to kind of hide just how bad I am at making symmetrical buildings. This corridor just ends here at the moment, but if we go up these stairs here, we come to the corridor. Now this corridor connects back to the console room, and it comes through this door. So that's the door that we went through that leads to the architectural reconfiguration system. That's the main entrance. So this door here is what leads to this area of the corridor. Are you following this right now? I know this is quite complicated. So the first room that we come to when you come through that door is storage room number 2. Nothing really special about this, it's just another storage room. Slightly smaller than the other one. It's got a few less chests in it, but yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to have another storage room. I'll probably have a few more of these dotted around. So that's pretty much all there is up here. So if we go back down to this corridor, now let's see. If we go back the way we came this way, that's the wardrobe that we looked in. So now we'll go down by another level this way, and if we come down here, we have there's some paintings on the walls along here and along here. The reason I did that is because there's some big rooms built behind this wall that were getting in the way of me building any rooms branching off from this corridor in particular. So I thought, to make up for just a long stretch of corridor with no doors leading anywhere else, I thought I'd put a few nice paintings up to, you know, make up for it, you know? But yeah, the first thing we come to along this corridor is bathroom number 1. So I built a little bathroom section, and I thought it's nice to have this kind of close to the bedroom. Yeah, it's just down the corridor and down the stairs, given how I forgot to put bathrooms in the bedrooms. Sorry, you don't get en suites in my TARDIS, I'm afraid. So we've got the bathroom in here. There's like a light blue terracotta, purpley kind of design to the walls, and I thought, there's 2 sections here. I didn't bother labeling them male and female because they're just unisex basically. So we got some toilets in here. That's meant to be a toilet. We got a lot of toilet paper. My attention to detail is both concerning and also quite good when it comes to building these. So each side of this has a little cubicle that just sort of, these are meant to be urinals, and these are the sinks, and we've also got a little mirror, and it's pretty much just duplicated on this side as well. 2 toilet cubicles, a set of urinals, 2 sinks, and a mirror on this side as well. That's basically the bathroom. I'll probably build a few more of those dotted around the ship as well. There's a few different rooms that I'll make multiple copies of that will be dotted around the build here and there. Oh, I've also made a book and quill here. I've also basically made an in-game notebook of all the rooms I want to build. So yeah, I'll be adding and taking away from this once I've sort of built various rooms on this list. Yeah, I just thought that would be a nice way to keep track of what I plan to build and what I've already built. But carrying on down this corridor, we have shower room number 1. So this is a shower room slash changing room as well. You could probably use this with some of the sports courts that I'm planning on building, like a squash court and things like that. I'll probably build like a sports wing or something because the TARDIS has those apparently. But yeah, this is just a little like changing room area. We've got some, these are meant to be like drains in the floor. We've got a mirror, a couple mirrors either side and some benches. And if you come around here, we have a couple of showers. So you come in here, see there's a radiator there to dry your towel off of. You step in here, flick that, and you rub-a-dub-dub having a shower. You've got some blue towels in here, a little table thing, some mirrors, a big radiator, and this is just another shower room in here. I had to put the lever in a little alcove for this one here because of the way the lighting's rigged up in the surrounding areas, but yeah, there was no other place to put it really. But yeah, there's a little vent there because ventilation is key in these kinds of rooms. Carrying on down this corridor yet again, we have an art gallery, which I thought was a nice little thing to add in. It's not very big, it's just a simple like little room, just paintings dotted around everywhere. We've got some lights on the floor again. I like doing this little lighting method. You put some lights on the floor and then put a bit of glass over the top. I think that's quite nice. Yeah, the ceiling just sort of arches up here to reveal some big bits of artwork and whatnot, and you've got a little bench area here with some little plants. I don't know, that's the sort of thing that pretentious art galleries have, isn't it? Coming back out into this corridor also doesn't lead anywhere. So we've got 2 corridors that just end in a dead end currently. We'll carry on building from those in in a little while though. So coming from the art gallery, we go along this corridor, which we'll go down there in a minute. But this corridor just loops up and leads back round to this area here with the blue piping, and then another incomplete corridor there. So the last room that I want to show off, as far as I can remember at least, the last room I built off camera is workshop, and that's down here. So there's this little staircase off to the side that just leads down below, and this leads to a little workshop area. So this is like a woodwork and stoneworks little place down here. We got repair and disenchant. We got I don't really know what this is. I was struggling to think of things to put in this room, to be entirely honest with you. But yeah, we got some stone cutting things. We got a blast furnace, a regular furnace, some grindstones, a couple of anvils. We got some axes. We got some wood. We got some stone. And yeah, this metal chain for some reason. Not entirely sure why I included that in there, but well, it is what it is. And yeah, there's just a little stone/woodworks area if you want to do some, I don't know, carpentry, or I don't know, make a little statue or some shit. I don't know, this is where you come to. And so far that is pretty much everything that I've built off camera so far. So yeah, it's quite a bit to take in. It's very complex. It took me quite a while to figure out how to set it all up. The redstone for the lighting in particular was a real pain in the butthole on more than a few occasions, I've got to admit. Of course, I've added, because we've now started building things further over this side as well, like the workshop and parts of the corridor, we now have a lighting system for this particular side, which is controlled from here, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I've done. I've also carried on the purple time rotor all the way up here. I might change the colour the further up through the build it goes. I'm planning on having some rooms that sort of centre around the time rotor, basically. So we've got the console room where everything starts from, and it's purple in there. But I'm thinking of having some rooms down below as well, like some engine rooms perhaps, or like the Eye of Harmony maybe, that go like right down to the bottom here. I think that could be quite interesting, and they will come underneath the console room. So this big area under here will have stuff in it. And I think it'd be quite nice to have some rooms built up on top as well, just sort of pile them up and up and up, you know. We've got a lighting control room here, maybe further up we'll have some other kind of behind the scenes engine control type thing going on. I don't really know. We'll think of something anyway. And yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do for this episode actually. No actual building has happened so far. I think this was more of just a tour video of my off-camera work, because there was quite a bit to get through. So I think next time what we'll do is, if I do any more off-camera work before the next episode, then we'll do a quick tour of that. And if there's time, we'll maybe build a few more of the rooms that I've put on this little list here. And of course, just like last time, if anybody wants to comment some room suggestions that they have that I haven't mentioned already, then feel free to comment them below, and I might consider building them. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for this episode. So leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. Be back soon, hopefully, with the next episode of this, or just another episode of any random Doctor Who video in general, probably. I don't know, I'm stupid. And yeah, until then, I'll see you all next time. So yeah, bye for now everyone. Bye, 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 bye. You can go now. Bye. See ya.